Dear fathers, brothers and sisters, welcome to the 13th Sunday of the Ordinary Time, Year B. The Lord be with you. A proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 5, verses from 21 to 43. Dear friends, the Gospel passage given to us today for our reflection is from Markan Gospel, chapter 5, verses from 21 to 43. The running theme of the Gospel passage is faith and healing. Faith and healing. Today's Gospel reading presents us with two intertwined stories of faith and healing. The healing of a woman with a hemorrhage and the raising of Jairus' daughter. These powerful narratives reveal to us the boundless compassion and power of Jesus, as well as the profound impact of faith. Come, let us reflect upon these passages on the following points. Jesus' plea and the woman's faith as the first point. As Jesus is surrounded by a large crowd, Jairus, a synagogue leader, falls at the feet, pleading for his dying daughter. Jairus' act of desperation is a testament of his faith. Despite his status, he humbles himself, acknowledging Jesus as his only hope. On the way to Jairus' house, a woman suffering from a 12-year hemorrhage touches Jesus' cloak, believing that just this touch would heal her. Her condition made her ritually unclean, and she had faced years of suffering and rejection. Yet, her faith drives her to reach out to Jesus, risking public shame for a chance at healing. Number 2, Jesus' response to faith. When the woman touches Jesus, he immediately senses that power has gone out of him. He turns and asks, "Who touched my clothes?" The woman, trembling, confesses. Jesus responds, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." Here, Jesus not only heals her physically, but also restores her dignity and peace. Her faith, despite her fear and society's judgment, brings her wholeness. Number 3, Jairus' daughter. Meanwhile, messengers arrive with the news that Jairus' daughter has died. But Jesus assures Jairus, "Don't be afraid, just believe." Don't be afraid, just believe. At the house, amidst the mourning and disbelief, Jesus takes the girl's hand and says, "Talitha kum," which means, "Little girl, I say to you, get up." She rises and walks around, and all are utterly astonished. Dear friends, lesson for us. These stories emphasizes several key lessons. Number 1, faith overcomes fear. Both Jairus and the woman act out of faith, overcoming their fears and societal obstacles. Their stories encourage us to approach Jesus with the same bold faith, even when circumstances seem hopeless. Number 2, Jesus' compassion and power. Jesus responds to faith with compassion and demonstrates His divine power. He is not limited by our human conditions. His touch brings healing and life, reminding us that nothing is beyond His ability to restore. Number 3 for our reflection: personal encounter with Jesus. The woman's healing and the raising of Jairus' daughter both involve personal encounters with Jesus. They show that our relationship with Him is intimate and very, very personal. He knows our sufferings and He responds to our individual needs. Number 4, restoration and wholeness. Jesus not only heals physically, but also restores dignity, peace, and life. His miracles are holistic, addressing the entire being. To conclude, as we reflect on these miracles, let us be inspired by the faith of Jairus and the woman. Let us approach Jesus with the same confidence, knowing that He is compassionate and powerful. In our times of despair, may we hear His words. Don't be afraid, just believe. Don't be afraid, just believe. Let us trust in His ability to bring healing and restoration into our lives and be witnesses to His boundless love and mercy. Amen.